Welcome back, everyone. Jennifer Mills back with us today, reviewing a movie for us. This is a creepy one. Another one where I've only seen the trailer. It's called Smile. And I was, again, creeped out because all these people are smiling in these odd, weird ways that I don't like. You mentioned at the beginning there's a lot to unpack here, right?
Well, actually, this movie is so much more than just a horror movie. I mean, it really is telling something on a very, very deep level. And The Smile is actually a mask that is hiding the trauma from mental illness. I mean, it's a metaphor for the mask that people wear who are dealing with trauma from mental illness.
Oh, wow.
And its core, it's a movie about the stigma around mental illness.
Okay, so
and the
there's a lot
director
going
said
on.
that this is his chance to add to the conversation about what we're dealing with as a society from what we went through with the pandemic and the feelings of isolation. And I mean, I could talk to you about this movie for an hour. I mean, there's so much to unpack. It's incredible.
Well, and I did hear an interview with somebody, I think it was one of the writers, say that the smile, as you mentioned, is a mask. It's the smile we put on just so we can get through the day.
Right.
Is that part of what you're getting?
It's the mask that you're wearing because you don't want other people to know the trauma and the struggle that you're dealing with on a daily basis.
I gotcha. Okay, so how much do we put into the plot then? Because I know there's this Dr. Rose Cotter, something horrible happens in her office, and that's kind of what springs everything into action, right?
Right. So Rose has a very deep childhood trauma of her mother's death, okay? So she's already carrying that with her. She is a therapist at a psychiatric ward at a hospital, and this patient, Laura, comes in, and Laura is just despondent. She's frantic. She tells Rose that she's seeing this smiling, people in her life that are constantly smiling at her in a very creepy way. She's trying to explain she's not crazy. She's not crazy. This thing is real. Of course, no one believes her, which is usually the case with mental illness, right? And then she dies in this really horrible way. And after she dies, this curse, if you will, passes itself onto Rose.
I gotcha. Okay, so here's one thing, and I like scary movies, but I'm more Halloween or Amityville Horror, Exorcist, where I don't have a ton of jump scares. I heard there's a ton of those in this one.
So many jump scares. At one point in time, my husband will probably never admit this, but he jumped out of his seat at least a foot. I mean, he jumped so far out of his seat. There's a lot of jump scares, really good ones too.
So I guess if you are a horror fan and you like something a little deeper, maybe this has everything for you then, right?
It has everything.
What about the cast itself? And a lot of these names, I'll be honest, Jennifer, I didn't recognize. How do they do?
They're excellent. Sosie Bacon is the lead character. She plays Rose. She was also in Mayor of Easttown, which was a really great Kate Winslet show on HBO. And she is very, very believable. You're really put in Rose's shoes as she's literally having this breakdown. I mean, she's seeing all kinds of horrible things. She's seeing people smiling at her constantly. She's trying to get everyone in her life to believe her when she's telling them she's seeing these things. Of course, everyone thinks she's insane. No one will believe her. They just think, oh, you're dealing with the trauma of seeing your patient die, and you just need to deal with that. And you're dealing with, the trauma of your mother dying that you never dealt with. And that's what's going on. No one will believe her.
We
So
obviously
really seeing her breakdown in real time.
and we don't want to obviously give away the ending, but is there some of these movies sometimes can drag you down if it's just bad thing after bad thing? Is there a glimmer of hope? Do we see a silver lining here?
No.
You're like, no.
There's no silver lining. Yeah. And actually, he left the ending. It's not that it's on a loose end, but you can kind of make your own assumptions at the end. And he left it like that so it would really be a conversation starter. It's a really good movie. And actually, I'm really curious. He did a movie called Laura Hasn't Slept in 2020, and it was for the Telluride Horror Fest, which apparently because of the pandemic didn't happen. But Paramount has now purchased that movie, and they're going to be releasing it. And it's sort of a partner to this movie because Laura is the same patient that Rose meets.
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of a parallel storyline. So now I'm just dying to see that.
Yeah, with a deeper meaning, I'm kind of interested
Right.
to see this one as well. So you say go see it, huh?
Oh, I say run to the movies and go
Run
see
to
this
the movies.
immediately. Yes,
And get
it's
ready for
excellent.
jump scares. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice chatting with you. We'll be back right after this.